Welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful weekend. It is a chilly weekend after some of our warm temperatures last week, but nonetheless, I hope you're at home, relaxing, enjoying the sunshine that is out today. So, I have a ton of different announcements to get to, and then I'm going to get you guys right over to the strategy session for the week. This past Friday, guys, in the Friday folder came home a ton of different materials, papers, permission forms, etc. First of all, the interims, third quarter interims, if you can believe it or not, came home on Friday. I gave you 2 copies of each, both the Barrett Academy and the Stafford County Public School interim. You may keep one of each of those copies. I know many of you like to keep a copy at home for your records or for keepsakes and different things like that. I just need one of each of those signed and returned by the end of this week. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not hesitate to contact me. But again, you can keep one copy, send one copy in with me. In addition, coming up this Friday, we are watching the movie The City of Ember in class to culminate our incredible study of the science fiction novel, The City of Ember. I sent home this permission form on yellow paper in the Friday folder. It's a rated PG movie, totally family friendly, but school guidelines say I just need a permission form for that. So, that is available here. We'll be watching that during guided reading on Friday to culminate our unit. The scholars were so incredibly passionate, enthusiastic about this novel. It's been so much fun, guys. So we'll be culminating that on Friday with the movie. Excuse me. In addition to that, scholars and Rockstar families, I sent home the 5th grade field trip permission information. First of all, on March 29th, Wednesday, March 29th, we will be headed to the U.S. Natural History Museum in Washington, D.C. The cost of the trip is $17 per student. We are also looking for about 5 or 6 chaperones per classroom. So if you're interested in any of those things, I would like you to please check the second line here on the form that came home indicating that you would like to attend. It is also $17 for each chaperone. On this form, you guys can also indicate if your scholar needs to buy a lunch from the cafeteria, and if you need to set up a payment plan for the trip as well. You can send all of this in, and then the money is obviously due by the field trip date on March 29th, but we wanted to give you guys a huge heads up and plenty of time to plan ahead. And if we get more than 5 or 6 chaperones willing to come on our trip, we'll have some type of lottery, put all the names into the hat, and choose 5 or 6, depending on the space that we have available on the bus and how many chaperones are able to come in the other classrooms throughout the school. So, with that being said, guys, these are the 2 big permission forms that came home this past week. I'm going to be sending home one more form tomorrow. I held it off until tomorrow instead of Friday because next Tuesday, we actually have Pi Day coming up in room 21. We are going to be learning about the radius, diameter, circumference, chords of circles. At 3.14, March 14th is officially Pi Day. It is going to be epic. I'm sending home a flyer tomorrow just asking for donations of any desserts that are round. So we are looking for from cookies to pies to cakes, anything that you would like to send in. Next Tuesday, March 14th would be wonderful. I just kind of need an idea of what we're going to have sent in because we're actually going to be measuring those round objects for the radius, diameter, circumference, etc. So that will be taking place next Tuesday for Pi Day. The form is going to come home tomorrow, guys. I didn't want to overwhelm you with all of this paperwork that was coming home in the past week. One other thing, I did want to congratulate this week's rock star of the week, Miss Bree Scott. Bree has been taking initiative all throughout the building, and for that very reason, she was named this week's Room 21 Reichard Rock Star of the Week. Bree has been on fire, and we are incredibly proud of her. Congratulations, rock star, for being this week's rock star of the week. At this time, guys, I'm going to send you off to the strategy session, and I'll see you on the other end. Okay, Room 21 Rockstars, welcome to the weekly strategy session of our VODCAST. I want to start you guys off by showing you the house point standings for the week because, oh my goodness, are they close. Would you look at that? Orange house is still in the lead, but blue and red are close behind, and green is not far behind either. So, every single house point that you earn counts, scholars. So you want to do as much as you can this week to put your house ahead. So I want to take you over to the weekly newsletter really quickly under the Parents tab because I do want to direct you guys' attention to the different things that you can do on the back of the newsletter at the @Reichard Rock dashboard section of our newsletter to earn some house points. Obviously, this was put in your Friday folder, but it's also available here. Jot all that stuff down on a sheet of paper and then bring that into class for those house points. So I have a bunch of different strategies, some activities for you guys to complete this week. Once again, as you guys know, we're kind of in the middle of a math unit. We just concluded our geometry with angles, triangles, and quadrilaterals, and now we're going on to area and perimeter. So with that being said, I did provide some resources for you to practice area and perimeter, but you may want to wait until after class tomorrow to really hone in on all of those skills, as that is when we'll have the introduction to area and perimeter, and you'll have a better understanding of it. So IXL is available there. If you go ahead and show me all of your strategies, all of your work, you bring that in, you can get 2 house points for each of those problems. Now, in addition to the IXL sites that I have available here, and as always, guys, you can go to the angles, triangles, quadrilateral section anytime. I have all of these videos that I created for area, perimeter, and the area of a right triangle. These are the things that we're focusing on within the next, give or take, 3 or 4 days in class, scholars, in math. So this would be a great thing for you to go ahead and watch to kind of get an idea there. Watching these videos will earn you 10 house points, and sometimes throughout the video, I also provide you guys opportunities to earn some house points as well. So those are all available there for you to take advantage of, and including the Math No Guessing Riddle of the Week. If you bring in your answer, you will earn 10 house points. But this time, once again, you're making a riddle instead of me giving you a riddle, and this time I'm telling you that my answer is 21. What is the clue? My number is 21. What is the clue? The Math No Challenge of the week, I'm sorry, the Math Challenge of the week, not the Math No Challenge of the week, guys, is available here. This is more of a logic puzzle this week. A ton of fun. I'll have the answer available in class if you go ahead and complete it so that you can check your work. But as always, that's 10 house points. I also have all of these different math challenges available here on the VODCAST section, guys, that I kept up. Each of these will be worth 5 as well. And I'm keeping the writing fix of the week up one more week for you to go ahead and make similes using the characters' names. But you have to think of that character's experience. So think in the book about how Lena would compare things to things that she knew in the city, like a moth fluttering, or like a sink spewing out water. Only the things that she knows, because that is her shared experience. So choose 5 characters from Ember and write a simile for each of those characters using, obviously, like or as that is posted right there. So those are the different things that you guys can do this week to earn house points in addition to the newsletter. The secret hashtag of the week for the week is going to be hashtag brick, and you will find out what that means coming up on Tuesday, which proves and promises to be an incredibly exciting day in class, scholars. So with that being said, I'm going to turn you back over to Mr. Reichard in person. So when giving this some deep thought, then you'll be able to know what you want to go ahead and think about. So scholars, the secret hashtag for the week, which is going to once again be double, is going to be hashtag the Boston Tea Party, and you had to say that with a British accent. So with that being said, now I'm going to turn you guys back over to Mr. Reichard in person. Okay, we're 20 Rockstar families. I hope that those strategies were successful. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not hesitate to contact me. You guys are the incredibly best families in Stafford County by far, and I will see you all next week.